Okay, so here we go. A lot of you are wondering, as a vegan person, how do I eat? So I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on how I eat throughout the week. So I am actually meal prepping for the day, also meal prepping for the rest of the week. So look at what I have planned. I'm just going to go through with you quickly some of the things that I do throughout the week, or actually how I eat throughout the week, as it balances my system and it actually saves me a lot of time. I don't cook every day. So over here we have some gluten-free pasta. Make a little bit here. This is giving me a little bit of starch without overeating. Of course, I've got my salt balancing my foods here. We've got the sea salt. Now, one of the things I want to point out is once you have your sea salt, you want to make sure it says iodized sea salt. And it's not just saying sea salt, okay? The iodized kind of helping you, especially for someone who has thyroid issue. This is going to help to balance the hormones. Then we also have here, I've got my chickpeas and I've got my red beans. If I don't have feel like having red beans, I would go right to the chickpeas. Now, what is this? This is ginger. This is an amazing anti-inflammatory. It helps to balance your system. Also, an autoimmune system builder. An amazing friend of mine, what she did for me was she grate these, put them in a blender, or she put them in a blender and she squeezed them out beautifully, and then she wraps them and put them into ice cubes and drop them in the freezer. So it's ready for me. I don't have to worry about boiling it every day. All I need to do at this point is put them in a cup, put hot water on it, or put them in the microwave, whichever works for you. Then, of course, we have our veggies over here. So look at how much vegetables I have prepped. Being a vegan person, you have to eat a lot of vegetables in order to get enough fiber into your system. I know a lot of people that are vegetarian tend to do a lot of starch for your energy, but you're not including too much vegetables. This is the whole point of having to not eat meat. It's very important that you're getting a lot of protein in your system, a lot of fiber. If you don't, then what happens is your digestive system not working very well and or does not work very well, and what will happen is you become constipated. Of course, here's more fiber. Apples do contain some type of starch in it, but won't go too much into it today. I just wanted to give you more about my meal prep. So I have at least 2 apples a day, one morning, one afternoon, depending on how I feel, or I'll have it as a snack, depending on what my day looks like. And of course, I've got extras here. So here we have 2 per day. Monday, actually today's Tuesday. We're starting today. Here's today's Monday. So I'm starting with Tuesday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I've got 3 extras in here if I feel like having more apples, or I do have cravings for sweet. Very, very good if you want to, if you wanted a sweet tooth. Of course, it's a beautiful day today. What I'm trying to do is just enjoy the day, stay in the kitchen. I really hate staying in the kitchen, so I try to stay at the kitchen as much as I can. Beautiful day, the sun's rolling in. It's almost, midday, but I'm actually doing this so this way I can get some rest for the rest of the day and I don't have to put too much effort and stress too much and, take a nap or something before my early day, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So once again, just to walk you through my week. Today is my prep day. It is Monday, Victoria Day, my prep day. So I have my gluten-free pasta that is here. So I'd make that, of course, that will give me a good amount. I would take my portions out of it. Sometimes I would eat a little bit extra just to give me the energy, or, I just balance it out with my vegetables. Of course, once again, I've got my sea salt, my olive oil. Being vegetarian or vegan person, you're probably not getting enough oils into your system, enough fats. So depending on what I'm doing for the week or what I'm eating, I would probably, sometimes I would take a half teaspoon or a teaspoon of olive oil. This is going to allow me to get enough fats in my system, just to replace the fact that I'm not eating meat. Not only that, for your protein, a lot of us say, we're vegetarian, vegan, but we're not eating enough protein. In order for you to get enough protein in your system, you really have to maximize your protein here. So we've got our beans. Now, this is my red beans here. I generally would, I do have extras, so I don't have to make too much today. So I'd make a large pot of these every day, every week, because I need to eat this every day. Now, when we talk about portion control, when it comes to your protein, being vegan, being vegetarian person, you really need to maximize on your protein, because obviously you're not getting it every day from your meat. So this portion here probably gonna last me about 2 to 3 meals, and then I would just stack up on that. Again, if I don't feel like having that, I will have my chickpeas and of course my ginger tea as a balance for my hormones and digestion systems, as well as my immune system. Once I'm done preparing all of this, my veggies, I will actually just stick them in the oven. I don't put it on the stove. It's easy breezy. I prepare it, drop them in the oven, maybe about 10-15 minutes later, it's ready to go. Put them on high if you want to make them a little bit more crunchy. And I leave them there maybe 5 minutes and I take it out and go. I tend to burn them a little bit, add a bit of a brown to it because I do like them a little brown. In here, I also have the option of putting onions, but instead of putting onions in my veggies, I put the onions in my beans, in my legumes, my protein. I love onions. Onions are great. Again, amazing for the system, the autoimmune system. So in here, oh, the other thing I have is thyme. I have these in my garden. They're so good. I love them. So it gives it a nice little smell. Smells like you're not actually eating a meal without eating the bad stuff or the overeating process. So once again, I've got a full meal here, balanced meal. I will enjoy this as much as I can. And of course, in between, I'm getting my water in, my 2 liters on average. If I'm drinking, or want to drink more, this is if I'm working out extra and I'm doing about 2 to 3 hours of exercise per week, or per day, I should say, 2 to 3 hours of exercise per day. Of course, I do have to take a little extra in. I know, is that a lot? Yes, but I am sweating, so therefore I need to replace everything that I'm sweating out. So it's a beautiful day. I am prepping my meals for today. Oh, look at that. I know some of you are like, Suzy, you're so bad with plant. But look, I have plants back there, and it's growing. I don't need to worry about it. But here's the thing. I don't take care of them. My husband actually does this for me, so I don't have to. But look, it's still alive. I know. Um, anyhow, let's focus on the food. My husband's in the background there. He's I don't do gardening, so he's back there doing that. Nobody tells him that. You know what? Because I try to stay away from all that gardening. But look at that. I get all my fresh vegetables from the garden. I just don't do them on my own. I don't take care of it. But you know what? It's all good. Stick with what you're good at and balance your day, balance your meal, balance your lifestyle. Make sure you have a balance, try to balance yourself. And bottom line is, have fun with your foods. Make sure you're not overeating. Make sure you're not undereating. And as a vegan person, this is how my day will start. If you have any questions, you can always email us at suzymarie at gmail.com or susymariefitness@gmail.com. Or you can also jump on our website, suzymarie.ca, or you can also DM us on our Instagram. So all ways to get rid of us. To get rid of us. No, we don't want you to get rid of us. All the ways to get in touch with us. My apologies. So all the ways for you to get in touch with us. You can also call us at 416 746 24331. Or once again, you can DM us. You can send us an email, susymariefitness@gmail.com, or you can go on our website, suzymarie.ca. All that will be posted in our link here. So if you have any questions, I'm Susie. I am prepping for my day. This is what my prep day looks like. And of course, this is for the entire week. I am doing this so this way my foods are balanced and I don't have to worry about, running around trying to prep and trying to cook a meal when I get home from work. My days are pretty long, so I try to stay away from the kitchen as much as I can, 6 a.m. to probably 9:30. So my body is nice and balanced, and I don't have to I don't have to rush and cook and eat unhealthy foods. So you can do it, but if you're not sure, we offer meal plans. Just give us a call. Once again, 416-746-2431, or you can send us an email, susymariefitness@gmail.com, or jump on our website, susymariefitness.ca, or you can DM us and send us a message. We offer meal planning and also ways to help you balance your meals. Now, this is not how I'm going to make you eat. This is for someone who is vegan. This is what's going to balance you. But someone who does eat meats, I will actually help you to balance your meals a little bit better as well. Okay, nice fiber, nice starch, nice carbohydrates. Of course, your balance on your meals. Have a good day.